The Z's just gonna stay there for now. Fortunately, it's right outside the house. So that's the end of this video. Alright guys, so just got off of work. I'm just gonna take a random check and see if the car runs, so let's see. Oh, here we go. No way. Okay. More like it. Yeah, let's fix this hoe. To the junkyard. Alright guys, so we are headed to the junkyard now. After doing a lot of research today, I think I've narrowed it down to a handful of things. The first one that I'm kind of really hoping it is, but also not hoping it is, just because I don't want to deal with tracing it down, is I think it's a ground issue. I think I said that in the last video. But if it's a ground issue, that just means I gotta find all the grounds, and I'm gonna take them off from the body, clean them up, put them back on, hope that works. If that doesn't work, I'm going to the junkyard right now so that I can pick a new throttle position sensor, or the accelerator pedal sensor, to see if that will make a difference. If that doesn't work, I'm going to check a couple fuses and see if maybe I just blew a fuse, which honestly totally could be it. And if all of that doesn't work, I'm going to actually switch out the throttle body, because right now I've got the NWP 75mm throttle body on there. It should still be good, but if that sensor's bad, it could definitely cause these problems. And fortunately, I've still got my stock one, which would be a little sad to do, but I'd rather the car ran, and it's really not worth you know, the issues that it could cause. I mean, the gains really in this application, it's not going to make a difference. So if it comes down to it, I'll swap the throttle body out. And if that doesn't work, I might have to get back on the phone with UpRev and see if maybe they goofed something up. Because that's all I can think, is that something got goofed up and it's just not working. So we are headed back to the junkyard, and that's what's going on. I'll let you. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. You know how this goes. So let's keep doing it. Also, so right now I'm driving around the van, and it's I think it's time for a new daily, and I want it to be a slight build. So I know, can't have a daily and a build, but just something basic, something I can make look nice and enjoy driving. And like, I love my van and all, but it's I think it's time for something else. I still want space, so maybe something that's a wagon. I don't know. Leave me some ideas down in the comments on what you guys think would be some good dailies that I can also modify a little bit, so at least some sort of aftermarket support on what I should be driving around. Because I think it's time to move on from the van life. Alright, so this single piece here has been the biggest issue with the car. Well, the most annoying issue with the car so far. I'm not going to say the biggest, because it definitely isn't. But most annoying for sure. This is the rubber grommet that goes over the fuel pump. And with the bigger fuel pump, the pressure is just too much, and it seems to keep breaking them. However, the two, so it's broken on me twice. The two that have broken, they were both used, and had a little bit of age to them. So what I did is I went on to Z1 and I just bought a whole bunch of them. Put a new one in the car, and then I've got one that stays in the car for if I have issues again. And then I keep 5 extras. So, currently, that's where it sits. Great place, right? But that has been our big issue. It definitely, I think having the new rubber is actually going to help a lot. I think it should hold at least for a little while. If not, another thing that I tried that I might go back to if these keep breaking is I actually took a piece of fuel line that fit snugly in the same, so it was same size as this. It's a piece of fuel line, same size, and fits snugly into the fuel pump assembly. And I used that because fuel pump line can't rip, so it's reinforced inside, which means that it won't rip like these little rubber grommets will. So if we continue to have problems with that, I'll probably put it back in. But for the sake of using, the correct part for things, I'm gonna use the rubber grommets until they truly prove to me that they don't work. So we're going to find out from here. Okay guys, so since the last time, or the last video, we have since fixed the car, so now I can finally take you through the data logging process. We are on our 3rd revision of the data logging, and so what we are doing is we have to just let the car run, and basically we have to let it idle for a little bit. Once it's fully warmed up, let the data logging kind of see what it sits like at idle, and then we will drive a little bit, and then we're going to do a 4th gear pull from 40 to 70 with about 50% throttle. So let's start moving. I think we've been sitting long enough. I can get out of the driveway nicely here. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm hoping a cop didn't just pull up behind me, so. Alright, we're flipping around now. Alright, so right now we're in 3rd gear. We're just gonna get up to 4th. And so just some casual cruising now. And we're gonna hang out until we get to a spot where it is okay to go up to our 70 miles an hour, because we don't do illegal things ever. Never once, especially when I think there's a cop behind me. So we're just gonna hang out around here, and we're about to head into our 55 zone, which means we can start our pull. So just a nice easy 40 to 70. Like that. That's all there is to it. What is going on? Alright, so you saw some data log footage there. It was just a little bit. It was dark out, so I couldn't really show that much. We're going to try and get a little bit better footage in today. But I want to take you through a couple things that we changed with the car since last time, and kind of explain to you some of the fixes, because I don't know if I really talked about what the problem was when we were left on the side of the road. So we're going to kind of get into what that first problem was, and then what we fixed, and I think it's a big change for the car, and then we'll get into some data logging, because we got our next tune from Adam. So let's get into it. Alright, so the next thing, you guys have all seen this. This was the oil reservoir that came on the car with the kit, and I have gone ahead and changed this because, well, for one, I actually started scraping it. I'm not even that low, but because of the nature of my driveway, I think I was scraping trying to leave my driveway, which was not good. And two, I I don't think it looked that great. I think it took away from the look of the rear mount turbo a little bit. So, a little bit of custom fab and some welding and some measuring later, and we've got something that looks like that. So, basically, this piece sits just like that. It sits in the, it's the same spot as the old one. It just sits up a lot closer. It fits in the turbo. It looks freaking awesome. And everything else stays the same. So, that is going to be a huge improvement. The only thing that I'm going to have to test is to make sure that the oil that was going in there doesn't pressure build up and then start smoking out the turbo. If that does happen, however, all I'm going to have to do is put a slight expansion on that other reservoir, which will allow for more oil to go into here so that it doesn't build up and go back into the turbo. So that's going to be a really nice change. And now let's get into some data logging. Let's do a little bit of driving, guys. It's going to be a good time. So let's go have some fun. All right, time to flash tune file number 4. Got this at about 12:30 last night from Mr. Moncef. Let's do it. Alright, so our flash is complete, which means we can go do our data log. Let's see how first start goes with the new tune. Maybe it'll start right up, maybe it'll take a little bit of juice, but we'll find out. Ooh. Uh-oh. There it goes. God. Cold starts are not this car's friend.